Welcome to the Holistic Wealth Podcast. I'm your host, Keisha Blair, wife, mother of 3, author of Holistic Wealth, and founder of the Institute on Holistic Wealth. The show will showcase various experts in the key pillars of holistic wealth. Each week, we deliver the best information on how to become holistically wealthy and live your best life. Today, we have a very, very special guest with us. We have celebrity hairstylist Nadia Vassell. Nadia's styles have attracted the attention of many celebrities like Rihanna, several actresses and singers alike. She's built an extensive portfolio of video and print work and has been featured in major publications including Essence, Eye Candy, Heart and Soul, Smooth, Uptown Magazine, The Dr. Oz Show, and many others. Nadia, welcome to the show. It's great having you here.
Thank you so much for having me, Keisha. I'm really excited.
Great. We're happy you're here. And I wanted to get started very early in your journey because you started mastering your hairstyling techniques in Montego Bay, Jamaica at the tender age of 10. So I'm eager to hear about that because we have lots of audience members from Jamaica in the diaspora in North America. And of course, we're just eager to hear how your journey unfolded. So can you tell us, starting from the early days, how things progressed?
I am from the country part of Montego Bay, a very small community. And I can remember growing up in Jamaica, and on Sundays, that would be the day that would be dedicated for my wash and my deep conditioning, making up my own concoction at home for my hair mask, my hair treatment. But I remember one particular moment where I began doing other people's hair, and it was an aunt of mine, and I did some braids, and nobody really taught me how to do the braids. I think I just saw somebody doing it one time, and I just understood. I grasped the gist of it.
Right.
So that's how it began. Me sitting on my veranda down in the countryside of Montego Bay, braiding my aunt's hair.
That's amazing. And so, of course, I'm eager to hear transitioning to the US and how that went with setting up hair salons and then building from there.
I migrated to the States when I was 16, so I still had to, finish my schooling. At one point, I thought I wanted to get into travel and tourism, because I wanted to travel the world. I wanted to see the world. So the best, career for me was to get into travel and tourism. I did that schooling for a little bit. Then decided, that's not truly what I wanted to do. And I've always had family members try to push me, try to encourage me because they saw how great I was at doing hair. And, I just listened and I'm let's just go to beauty school. Went to beauty school and I think everything just took off from there. I did a little modeling and that's when I met the first well-known professional hairstylist. And I just mentioned to her that, I know how to braid. I've been doing it, ever since I was in Jamaica and whatnot. And then she just invited me to be an assistant. And I assisted her for a little bit. And she saw how, great I was at it. And before you know it, she's given me clients.
Wow, that's great. And then things just blossomed. And then one thing led to another.
One thing led to another, working with her and, just seeing her doing photo shoots behind the scenes and just networking and getting connected to, other people in the industry just led to me having an agent. I had an agent and she would book me for the big time celebrity jobs. Yeah, I felt like I was just thrown into it. I guess that's the best type of learning, just thrown into it. I remember my first job, I think it was Chrisette Michelle. I was doing a music video for her. And I stepped away and I went to the bathroom and I prayed to God. I said, oh God, please just let this work out good. Pretty much everything that I've ever done, I've always done that. And I still do that. I just step away and I say a little prayer. I'm just thankful and I'm grateful. And I just pray that everything turned out well. And it always works out in my favor.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And some amazing lessons shared there about faith as well, which is great. And so we hear about the scene in New York. I mean, it's very competitive, highly competitive in terms of the beauty arena and lots of good talent there, in New York. What would you say was the defining thing for you that led to that success? I mean, you mentioned, getting an agent, which I suspect was instrumental as well. in terms of getting those celebrity clients. But how did you navigate that cutthroat scene in New York to rise above that and shine,
I think it's truly just being yourself, just be authentic and just do great work. A lot of times when you're in this type of field, you have to let the talent shine and not try to outshine them.
And so, Nadia, what about the business side of it? How did you grow in terms of the funding and the business side of it?
So currently it's just one. I am thinking in the future of possibly open another location. So currently it's just one, and it's in New York City. I opened it in 2010. So it's been 11 years. And honestly, when I opened my business, it was my savings, that I looked to, me working how many years with celebrities and doing all of, the work that I was doing as a freelance hairstylist really contributed to me seeing this business to fruition.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so many entrepreneurs, especially on this show, have talked about using their savings, bootstrapping the business, because that's what they've had to do. And some of them have had to cut back on their lifestyle, to go on funding the business as well. So Nadia, in terms of your celebrity clients, because I know the audience would love to hear about how that worked. And for instance, working with Rihanna, how was that? Are you able to talk about any of that?
I think I'm able to talk about it. It was a great experience. She's a great, great girl. It was a wonderful time working with her. This was way before, as big as she is now. She used to come into the salon and get her hair done. And then, I used to travel with her to go to MTV and VH1 and do her appearances. So it was just great. It was a great opportunity, and I enjoyed working with her.
It sounds like you were her personal stylist and then traveled with her to events as well. Was that the case?
So that was the case. She used to come into the salon whenever she has, I think VH1 and MTV, when they were big back in the days. I used to travel with her to those events. I think she was in one movie that I did for her. I don't remember the name of the movie. But yeah, I used to be, whenever they needed me, I was there.
That's amazing. That's such a big accomplishment. And I know she's from the Caribbean too, which is amazing, to see the talent from the Caribbean rise to the top. And
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. Whenever I see another Caribbean woman, I don't care which part of the Caribbean they're from, I'm like, I see you, you're my sister, you're my brother, and I support you.
Yeah, no, exactly. So you mentioned Ashanti as well. And so was it the same with her then, that you were her personal stylist and traveled with her?
Yes. I remember one particular incident. I was on vacation in Jamaica and my agent called me. She's like, Ashanti needs you. And I'm like, I'm on vacation. She's like, she needs you now. So jump on the plane and go to the Bahamas and do her hair. So I did, jumped on the plane, went to the Bahamas, did her hair, and then catch up back on my vacation.
Oh, wow. So was that just a 1-day Bahamas trip and then come back to your vacation then?
Yes. So that was a 1-day Bahamas trip and then go back to Jamaica and then back to the US.
Wow. So was it that she was doing a shoot there or an event?
She was attending a golf tournament and she needed her hair done. So they flew me out to do her hair and then flew me back to Jamaica.
That's amazing. That is amazing. And would you have any tips, Nadia, for stylists who want to work with celebrities? Any advice that you'd have in terms of how they'd go about doing that and attracting it? Because you had these celebrities coming into your salon, which is a major achievement. But any tips and advice?
I don't know. You know what? Times have changed. We didn't have the technological advances that we have now, the social media and all of that. I know when I started out, I had to have a portfolio. Now your Instagram is your portfolio. So you just have to make sure that, whatever you put out there is representing your work. It's professional. So if somebody's looking for a hairstylist, they could easily go to your Instagram handle or your Instagram page and find you. I would just say make sure that the images that you put out there are relatable and that they're professional. And I feel like it's a lot easier these days. Before you have to reach out to an agent.
Yes.
I feel like they could just reach out to a hairstylist on social media, So I feel like you should just always be prepared. Be prepared and be ready because you never know.
That's amazing, Nadia. So good to hear these stories. And I'm just wondering, because you've had so many professional achievements. Do you have one that you think is like your crowning glory? Or do you have a moment when things change? You know, sometimes when you get a moment and something happens to you and that one person says yes, or that one client signs on and you're just like, yes, this is the turning point. Is there anything like that?
I feel like I haven't had a chance to really soak it in, even though it's been so many years. My clients have to tell me all the time that you deserve this, you're worth it. You know, I feel like I haven't had a chance to like really sit down and like soak in everything that I've achieved.
Yes.
I've just been going. I'm not sure if I had that moment where I'm like, you know, this is it, or the defining moment.
Which is perfectly logical given the fact that you've probably just been going and really busy and the opportunities just come because of your hard work and, you know, word of mouth. So do you think that, you know, in terms of celebrities too, it's the word of mouth in terms of your work?
It is the word of mouth. And honestly, I'm going to mention the part about Dr. Oz, you know, and how I got called for Dr. Oz.
Right.
You know, I hardly pay attention to my Facebook messages. And one day I just decided, let me go check my Facebook message. And then when I logged in and checked in, it was a producer asking me if I could be on the show 2 days later. And I'm like, sure. I'm like, how did you find out about me? She's like, just Googling, like just searching, and we found you. I'm like, wow, that's pretty impressive. That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. That is. Because that's such a great opportunity too, right? In terms of publicity.
Oh my God, that was, you know what? I feel like that was one of the highlights of my career, actually. Being, you know, I didn't have to go out and ask anybody to be on a show. They actually did their research and decided to pick me to be on the show. So I feel like at that moment, I felt like, okay, you know what you're doing. You know, people are recognizing the work that you do. So yeah, absolutely,
Nadia. And of course, as you know, I'm a big proponent of female empowerment, especially economic empowerment for women. And through my book, Holistic Wealth, you know, I talk a lot about that. I talk about my 1 year sabbatical in Jamaica too. So if you have a chance, pick up the book when you have a chance. And so one of the things that I've been really pushing is this whole concept of the personal financial identities framework that I introduced in the book. And then through COVID-19, so many readers came back to me and they're like, well, how do I identify my own personal financial identity? You know, how will I know what I am and what I identify with? And so during that first lockdown, I tried to hammer it out to help the readers identify for themselves through a free quiz, which is posted on the Institute on Holistic Wealth website. And Nadia, I know you took that quiz, and I'm really interested in hearing your results, especially in light of, you know, your entrepreneurial journey and even in your personal life, you know, in terms of how you manage your own money and you know, make your own spending decisions and even things that might have impacted us throughout our journey, you know, as kids growing up or, you know, as adults. So I'm eager to hear what your results were. And can you just give us some thoughts on what you think and how you see it playing out in your daily life?
Oh my God, the quiz. So I've already downloaded your book and I'm reading it and I'm going to definitely recommend it to friends.
Awesome.
I can't wait to get back to it, actually. I really can't wait to get back to it. My results says that I am a minimalist.
Wow. That's amazing. And do you see it? Are you surprised?
I would probably say that I am a minimalist. As far as my living, as far as like my living spaces, I like, for example, at home, I don't like too many furniture, just, you know, things that we don't need. So I'm a minimalist in that way.
Right.
With spending, you know, I like to buy quality things that's going to last a very long time. Mm-hmm. So if it costs a little bit more, I will pay a little bit more so I can have it for a longer time.
Yeah. No, for sure. And in terms of your business too, because I'm trying to picture the salon, but I don't have a mental picture.
You know, ever so often I try to do some updates in the salon, and I recently just did a few updates and clients are just walking in. They're like, wow, what did you do? Did you do over the entire space? Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's a clean, professional setting. nice furniture, minimalist again. Yes, I would say that. So this quite amazing.
Yeah, no, that would be amazing to see especially because you've had celebrity clients coming in over a long period too. Was there any pressure there to provide any amenities or, special services or even special products that they would require?
No, actually, there was no pressure to accommodate. I just wanted it to be welcoming to everybody and not just celebrities. So I wanted folks who are not celebrities to still come in here and probably feel like they're a celebrity, still give them the celebrity treatment. I don't think there was any pressure to include anything.
And it sounds like you've had clients, even the celebrity clients themselves who have been amazing just in terms of their own personality and, not being overly demanding and really put you at ease too. So I think maybe it speaks to the nature of your client.
Yeah. I've had some really, really great celebrity clients. Chrisette Michelle, she was one of my clients as well. She used to visit the salon a lot and she's still a very close friend of mine. I know that they truly believe in my craft and they believe in my talent because they truly believe that I'm capable of executing whatever styles that they wanted to do.
And over time, did you just know what they wanted, or is it that there's a process of them telling you up front?
I think it was us collaborating, coming together and trying to figure out what hairstyle would look good for a particular event, what hairstyle would look good for a particular outfit. So it really depends on where they're going, what they're doing. And then we come up with a style for whatever it is that they're doing. It could be a music video and, it depends on what they're wearing. It depends on what the song is about, how they want their hair to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was we collaborated and we came together and we decided what hairstyle would be best.
Okay. Sounds great. That's good. And Nadia, thank you so much for being on the show. It was amazing having you here and hearing your experience and, the journey from Jamaica to this point. Is there anything else on the horizon for you that you want to tell the audience about? Any plans, future plans?
Oh, yeah. I also have my own hair care line, my own hair care products. And I am planning on launching 3 additional products to the line, which will be a leave-in conditioner, a hair mask, and an oil. And the name of that brand is called Hair Freak. And that's hair, and it's spelled FREAQ. And I'm also considering possibly opening a pop-up shop or maybe a salon in maybe Florida or maybe somewhere in New Jersey. I'm not sure. We're still thinking about it.
Okay, now sounds good. And congrats on the expansion of the hair care line. And we'll be sure to be looking out for that. And of course, whenever the products come to Canada, if they get here,
I will personally send you some. Don't worry.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. I can't wait for that. And it was amazing having you, Nadia. Where can people find you, on social media and your website?
Yes. So if, somebody wants to purchase my products or they want to schedule an appointment, my website is nadiavassell.com. And if they want to keep up with what I'm doing in the salon, my Instagram handle is @Nadia Vassell Salon.
Okay, perfect. Once again, Nadia, it was amazing having you here and hearing your story. Yeah, so thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Keisha, for having me.
Thank you for joining us this week on Holistic Wealth with Keisha Blair. Make sure to visit our website, KeishaBlair.com, where you can subscribe to the show on iTunes, Spotify, or via RSS, so you will never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes, or if you simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. Are you a member of the Institute on Holistic Wealth? If not, what are you waiting for? Go to instituteonholisticwealth.com/memberships to choose your membership plan and join. As a member, you get so many perks. Free worksheets, advice, coaching, and a member's workshop to design an intentionally designed life. You need to figure out your life purpose? Take the Build Your Life Purpose Portfolio online self-paced course. You're struggling with all your money decisions? Take the free financial identities quiz and then take the course. You recently had a breakup job loss or experienced the death of a loved one? Take the Holistic Healing course. You need an overall plan to achieve holistic wealth? We will help you figure out your holistic wealth blueprint. And of course, if you want to start making money by helping others achieve holistic wealth, become a certified holistic wealth consultant. Regardless of what career you've got, the Institute will show you how to increase your income and walk in your purpose. The sooner you join, the sooner you start to achieve a more holistically wealthy lifestyle. And you're going to want to stay for a very long time. So go to Institute on Holistic Wealth/memberships to join. If you haven't read the book yet, pick up a copy of the award-winning, best-selling Holistic Wealth 32 Life Lessons to help you find purpose, prosperity, and happiness.